1994. She died in Nairobi. She was brought here in Marsabit. She was tied in a polythene paper. She was dug deep in the grave. And then all over her grave, it was burnt. You know, people were told, don't go closer to that grave. You know, how it happened that all her grave area, the service was burnt. And it was after that lady now I came out. So people are really afraid of me. People are afraid of HIV. And now I started calling for support group. When I went to the hospital started catching some few members who were tested positive. So here is when I got 8 people on board. Those 8 people on board were all critically ill in bed. Those bedridden, I was going to see them at their home in support of Red Cross. I became very strong in a way. I wasn't even feeling I was sick. My dad told me, you are going to bury me first. I will not bury you. And I said, Daddy, don't wait for me to die. I have a long life to live. And you know, all my family members, because I was a breadwinner, they were all afraid that I was going to die anytime. But then I was very strong. My 8 people who were on board, and they were sick, I started the Durandema Support Organization. That is where my food was being brought. And the FH plus the Red Cross were very close to me. Immediately, Madam Clara Robe was able to support even the 8 who were in bed, because some had wounds, some had their immunities very low. And that time, you know, we were started on drugs. There was no testing of, except the blood test that was done, and then the determine was put the blood to be tested. That time we were not having the number of the virus in our body, because there was no machine to be tested. There was no gene machine, there was no CD4 count machine, there was no viral load testing. So everything was being done locally. But good luck, I was able to test, to know so many people who came on board. The 8 people now who were critically ill were able to stand up. They started walking door to door. And in the process, we succeeded to get over 58 people who were positive. The Durandema group got a lot of strength. And in the process, we also had mothers who gave birth to children who are positive. They didn't know what HIV was, but they never knew what their mother has given birth to them with. Because of that, I also never had a lot of knowledge about it. But I was very lucky that I was given so many home-based activities, supported with home-based care activities, knowledges, and in the process, after 58 people, I started having a big group of people in the Durandema Support Organization. I was supported with food. I was able to be given, some sort of facilitation that is in form of food stuff. I was calling for barazas, meetings, going to talk to people. And the FH was very close to me. They took me to several manyatas to talk about myself. I was not a coward. I became very aggressive. I became very healthy and strong. You know, there was a time even when I went for a workshop in Nairobi, people said the positive woman is dead. The school children ran here to know their teacher is dead. People were crying. Eh? And after that training, I came back to Marsabit. People was whispering to each other, you see, even the dead has woken up. So people living positive can die and wake up. Eh? People were pointing at me. But I remained up to this day. And now, the Durandema Support Organization is a group where people who are positive living were talking to people. Wake up, know your status, be like us, we are living positive. Eh? We people who are living positive, it's not the end of at the end of our life. We are going to live very long. So please, take us as an example, live like us. So I was supported. I went all over the villages. I went to, the FH took me to North Horr. In North Horr, I met 10 people. I talked to people. People started saying, they started running away from me. This one is a devil who has come to us. Then I said, don't say it. These people, I told them, accept to live positive like me. Go test yourself, then good luck. I got a very courageous lady by the name of Lelo. She came out like me. She started going around together with me. In North Horr, we tested people, and I got 10 people who are positive living. And we left North Horr. We went to Sololo. In Sololo, I'm telling you, that day people came out and tested. Over 125 people were tested positive. So you see, if I wouldn't have come out, so many people wouldn't have come out. So many people would have just been spreading the disease among themselves. They took me to Moyale. I talked to people in Moyale. Over 500 people were positive living, because that was a border. That was, it was at the border level. People coming from Ethiopian side, people coming from Kenyan side, they were coming to mix up. The disease was just so much in the people. From Moyale, we went to a place called The Bell. In The Bell, I was able to test and got around 5 people who were positive living. We left that place. We went to Loyangalani. In Loyangalani, the people who are helping people so much were the Catholic. When the Catholic heard that I'm positive living, the sisters were very close to me. Indeed, they felt that, I even found that someone was coming close to me to hug me. Because since I tested myself and my HIV status was known, nobody has ever hugged me, but the Catholic teachers hugged me. Sisters, that is. The sisters hugged me. We sat on the same table, we took our tea, and I advised them to talk to people, and so many Turkana people there, they were called. I went to the lecture, I talked to the people, and we said tomorrow we are having a testing team who are coming to the Catholic hospital. Please take me as an example, come out and test yourselves. Oh my God. All those people came out, they were tested, and immediately they were tested, over 65 people were positive living in Loyangalani. So in all those areas, I advised the ones who are close to the hospital to start a support group. And we went to Laisamis. The Laisamis people are very stubborn, especially the young people. They were telling me I was just making allowances for myself. That is why I'm talking about HIV. Because sisi hatuna ugonjwa kama hii. Hiyo ugonjwa ni yako tu, kwenda zako, you know. Usituletee magonjwa ambayo hata hatujui jina yake, hata hatujui lugha yake. Kwenda wewe, you know. I was being intimidated, frustrated. Nobody wants to come close to me. The Catholic sisters were the ones in Loyangalani who hugged me, but I came back to Marsabit with the FH. And from there, and up to now, I don't have an office. If I build a certain office somewhere, it is always broken. Now, the office where I am conducting, you can see the drawer there. These are where I keep my things, and my people are always coming here for their meetings. And now I have over 4,000 people who are positive living in Marsabit, and very strong living, and we have accepted to live positive. We even go for seminars, we go for trainings. It's not that when I started the post-test clubs, you know, by that time my people never knew what it was. But then I have 20 children in current children's home. I have 18 children in Wamba nursing home. I have 14 children in Isiolo children's home whose parents died of HIV and AIDS. I have again 18 children in Mamangina children's home. I have around 14 children in Mama Fatuma children's home. And all those children, I cannot take ownership of them. After I take them there, some children are born with disabilities, and because of their disabilities, I take them to those children's home.